All right, first ever time playing, no tutorial. Let's get straight into this. I have watched the boy KSO play this. You know, what me and him call every night. Okay. Okay, so there's food there. Okay, there's like gas mask. I'm assuming we need. Okay, there's my cutie patootie. All right, grab her. She's cutie patootie. We need her. We need her. She's cutie patootie. Grab an axe. We need food and water. There's like a bunch of food over here. Quick, quick, quick. Top right is the timer. Quick. Grab a gun. That's essential. So I could shoot people in the head. Grab a chessboard. Grab some food. I need more food and water. Quick. All right, more food and water. Quick, quick, quick. Gas mask. It's a bomb. Of course it's a gas mask. Of course there's food in her room. Like, who's surprised? Do I need to grab a child? Let me grab my wife. You know, reproduction. Ammo. So big brain. All right. Let me grab something quick. What is this? I don't know what this is. A lock? Sure. Quick. I frick my son. He's dead. I definitely could have got my son. Yeah, I killed my son. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, frick Timmy. Timmy's dead. BRB ticker time. Grab food, you folly. Wait, I'm not gonna lie. I may or may not have just killed Timmy. Rest in peace. Day one, baby. My cousin's name is Timmy. Damn, look at cutie over there. Wait, how old is she? All right. We've got a bunch of food. Got some water, got a gas mask, got a lock, got an ammo, got a gun, got a radio, got an axe, got a chessboard, got cards. We're cooking. We're cooking. Not the empty chair. Day one, we got to the shelter just in time. Good thing Mary Jane didn't bring her tuba. The fan noise here is bad enough. Wait a second, where's Timmy? We can't remember bringing those supplies down to the shelter, but we're not complaining. We probably should have stocked it better anyway. Our shelves are full of cans. We'll eat from cans. We'll sleep on cans. We'll even talk to the cans. Some of us already do. A bunch? 2 cans of soup? No, bro. There's like 4 in the bottom right. Ernest, I got my cute math teacher's signature. How do you do that? There's just barely enough water for everyone. We will have to ration it strictly. This is the best stock shelter we've ever seen. We've never seen another one, but we're sure this is a good amount of supplies. Of course it is. Time to ration supplies? None. Bro, it's the first day. Y'all ain't eating? We thought it would be a great idea to have some role-playing fun and create our own shelter theater group. We called it the Thunderdome. We spent the rest of the day trying to write a script for our performance. We almost got into a fight over it and decided that maybe it's best we should play something simpler. What? I touched so many cans today. You didn't bring those 4? Oh, so wait, are they not mine? All right. They could probably survive. I mean, come on. These 2 could definitely survive without eating. Her, she might be anorexic. Sorry to all my anorexics. We played Truth or Dare. When it turned out we only kept asking questions, the most common was, are we going to eat anything besides tomato soup? We decided that's enough games for now. There isn't, eat the fly. There isn't much going on with Ted. No trouble, nothing new. It's impressive how well Mary Jane is handling this situation. She looks fine today. Yeah, she does. Today was relatively calm for Dolores. Time to ration supplies. Hell no. Y'all ain't eating anything, bro. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. True. Ted is happy to risk his life in the waste. Dolores is confident she'll survive outside. Mary Jane is feeling excellent. Should we start preparing an expedition for tomorrow? Yes or no? I don't think so. I think it's too dangerous. Too much risk. Like, wait, no, maybe. Yeah, because no one else, I don't think anyone else is going to be out in the town yet. We stumbled upon a weird signal when changing radio frequencies. We're pretty sure that behind layers of terrible static and screams, we could hear a voice speaking in a foreign language. Oh dear, what if it's the Soviet? We should probably listen to it, but what about the children? No, we can listen. Ernest's granddad coming for him. It's ghetto. Is that the radio? Oh, what's that noise? Sounds like radiation. We are relieved at first when we figured out it wasn't the Soviets we heard. My granddad's not gonna find me soon. Turned out it was the Canadians. Even worse. Which isn't that much better. Either way, they're foreigners, and we couldn't understand what they were saying. No, this is how all the Americans treat my accent. Freaking foreigners. Not a word. How disappointing. Where is water when Ted needs it? Water is what Mary Jane needs most right now. Water is what Dolores wants. All right, you know what? We could give some water. Yeah, water only, right? All my crushes were nerdy white Canadian stones. What? When going on expedition, use Mary Jane, and when she's sick, don't cure her because she can mutate and be so strong and help survive. She also won't need food or water. What? Is she like, who do you want to take outside? Mary Jane's a body. What? Gas mask is probably necessary since it's still radioactive. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Ted isn't thirsty, but they were thirsty, bro. They were gonna die. Is Mary Jane not your daughter? Not my daughter. It's Ted's daughter. Time to ration supplies? Hell no. We had planned to go to Niagara Falls and see those beautiful waterfalls. We never expected to get a waterfall of our very own in our shelter. Right now, it seems that half a dozen pipes burst and all the water is pouring right into our bunker. We need to save one of our supplies. The radio, of course. Wait, there's a map? No. Mary Jane is dead, chat. I killed her, ripped her gas mask off. Why would you do that? Oh, what to Mary Jane? Survive 5 days. Let's go. Break or use something in your shelter. What did we break? Oh no. Did we break the cards? That's fine. Is Mary Jane alive? The radio was rescued first before any of that filthy liquid got into its case. It wasn't long before most of the water disappeared, but the damage it done was enough to upset us. Cleaning and fixing this mess will take us days. And what's that smell? Ted is fine. Today's been fine for Dolores thus far. Okay, chill. Y'all ain't eating. Take the gun on an expedition. He needs the shave. Bro, he doesn't have a razor. The problem is simple. If we don't wash ourselves, we'll get sick, seriously sick. It smells really bad down here and doesn't seem like it'll get any better over the next couple of days. How about we do something to fix it? Shoot yourself? Nothing. What the hell? What would a bullet do? Yeah, they're asking. Oh. Have I lost this quickly? The world has ended. Who cares about showering? That's what I'm saying. We can get used to it. Adopting shouldn't be hard. It'll be like camping trip. It will. Oh no. Oh, that smell is terrible. Don't puke. Don't. Suspicious looking stains cover parts of the page. Or where is the water when 10 needs it? 10 became infected with something. Dolores can't remain thirsty for this long. Dolores would really love to eat something. Dolores came down with the sickness. Down with the sickness. No, down with the sickness. Sorry. Does he need water? He could survive one more day without water. When I'm a drug addict in another life. We always steered away from casinos, gambling dens, and the likes. And when a man came to our door and told us he used to be a gambler, we were suspicious. He invited us to play a game. He proposed a 2 water bottle bet in a card game of our choice. I don't have cards, nor would I think that would be worth it. Bless you. You're not dead, are you? Hey. Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example is that to set the kids? We need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. Wait. Did they gamble? Oh no, thank the Lord. Use water food only when they're dehydrated or starving. I swear she said she was dehydrated, no? Gambling is a terrible habit. What kind of example? So she said, we need supplies, but we're not getting them like that. We'd sooner rob someone. We sent that man away. Good riddance. Ted keeps coughing and coughing. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Ted is hungry. Dolores' health is now improved, and she's not hungry or thirsty. All right. He's hungry and water. No, he's not starving though. He can survive. He's a big man. Check their profiles to see what they need. Dolores could double her food. Wait. Is Mary Jane dead? The radio of ours has been silent for the past few hours. We need our news. We need our music. We all agree that if it's refusing to cooperate, we need to meddle with it until it works. Is Dolores dead? Not Dolores. Mary Jane. Did you kill Mary Jane, Jordan? She must be dead. Oh, thank you. He's hungry. Okay, thank you for that, Goofy. Sorry, epilepsy warning. Mary Jane can't be dead this quickly. Well, we did what we could, but we still can't hear a thing. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted hasn't recovered from his illness. He's not thirsty. Dolores' health has not improved. Yeah, I'm gonna play it safe. What's that sound? Oh no, something or someone is below us. It's only reason we need to go check it out. How about using that manhole in the corner? Sure. That's very dumb. They're alive. Yes! Who did we heal? We found treasure down there. Pills, bottles, other medical supplies were stacked on a few shelves down in an narrow room. Just enough to stock our first aid kit. Good for us. We didn't find the source of the noise. He got a med kit. What's up, bro? How you doing? And if she's dead, you're kind of dead. Try to mutate her by leaving her sick. Hop on Rust, not right now. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Ted is still sick. Dolores is still quite ill. If there's one thing we need, it's water for Dolores. How much water though? Thirsty? Oh yeah, low-key she is sick, so she might die. And let me heal Ted. Should I heal? No, I'm gonna heal Ted because Ted might be more useful. He's a man. Pause. Sexist. As long as we have food and water, we can stay locked in. Lock in. But we'll have to leave eventually. It would be good to head straight to safety instead of getting ourselves into more trouble, if that's even possible. If that's even possible in the situation. Our hope is that our brave soldiers will come to rescue us and take some well hidden. Timmy had comics about those, so you know they must exist. All we need to do is make contact with the military. Yeah, but what happened to our daughter? August to December? Yeah, he looks it. From personal experience, I know Ted should be able to last 6 days without food, bro. Really? Is our daughter alive? And she's 10 times hotter. Hungry and tired. Okay, wait, that's good. She came back with a flashlight. Wait, she cooked. And came back with the backpack. With the gas mask. We made contact. The military is out there and they're coming for us. All we need to do now is wait patiently. The soldier with the boring voice was very specific about this. Help is on the way. We just need to wait for further instructions and keep our radio working order. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning to the shelter from the surface. We set off on an expedition to the nearby zoo we used to visit on weekends. We're happy to report that it was a productive supply run as well as educational trip. We saw pterodactyls, chimpandeers, a porcupine, a small army of cat roaches, and the other majestic creatures that have emerged among post-nuclear fauna. Is our daughter alive and she's 10 times hotter? What? A friendly-looking crabtopomus lazily observed the sea life section from a distance in its den. We find the body of the zoo worker with some of his possessions laying around. You should have ate him. We made our way to African section and admired the atomic okapi. We're not sure if it's mutated or not. It already looked weird as hell. Don't be bullying. What is that? Fauna is Latin for animals. Oh, I see. Before, we scared off a group of them and found something stashed at the back of their enclosure. What is that? It's like a Game Boy. The last expedition got us thinking, maybe we could just drive away from this nightmare somehow. Of course, most of the automobiles available are burnt out, but if we find a solid base and scavenge enough parts, perhaps we could build a vehicle of our own. We'd better keep an eye out for those. Wait, so if you get to like 99 days, do you like beat the game? Ted has recovered from his sickness. Where is water when Ted needs it? Dolores' health has not improved. Dolores is no longer thirsty. Dolores would really love to eat something. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Mary Jane is really tired. Nah, she could survive without food. Hungry, thirsty, sick and hungry. He might need water, but I don't think I want to feed the rest. We're low on water. If they die, they die. The contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in these conditions could result in radiation sickness. Okay, you know what? We're gonna water. No, we're gonna. Yeah. Dolores says she can handle it herself, but we're not sure. Ted is vigorous enough to. Yeah, we're gonna send Ted out. Was that a harmonica? Oh, it might be. Oh, it might be a harmonica. We're a regular family, so we have the occasional argument or two, but it was never as intense as the fight we just got into. I'm back and I'm really clean. Awesome sauce. Now, what do you do if you fight with your family? I look, you just forget about it. Wait, they're chilling. Dehydrated. Starvation. Okay, so feed her. Water him. And that's it. We could barely sleep after all the arguing. Let's hope this won't happen again. Dead stomach is rumbling. Ted looks like he's got 1 foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Mary Jane seems sleepy all the time. She has no energy for anything. Getting something to drink for Mary Jane sounds like the right idea. Mary Jane is starving. We better give her something with food today or else. Dolores is not eating for a while. We haven't done anything about Dolores' sickness. I'm trying, man. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed and drink him because he's going to go exploring. And we're going to feed her. This is a good day to go outside, stretch a bit, get some fresh toxic air, maybe scavenge a thing or two. Yes, we're going to take Ted outside with a gun. Is that valid? Is that valid? Axe or gun? I think a gun is valid. You can't really win a certain day either. They all die or they get rescued. Oh, I see. God damn, Dolores, you're looking like the She-Hulk. Sick, hungry, and thirsty. Dehydrated and hungry. Ugh. Don't have that much water left. We need Ted to come back with water. I'm not gonna lie, guys. We need Ted to come back. If he doesn't come back with water, are we cooked? Because how long do you think we would survive without water? Guns with no bullets. I couldn't give him bullets. Ted left for the surface. We hope he'll be back. Mary Jane seems sleepy all the time. She has no energy for anything. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink fast. Mary Jane is quite hungry. If we give her food and water, will she gain energy back? Dolores would really love to eat something. Her health is not improved and Dolores will not last long without water. So they both need water. And they're both only hungry, not starving. So you know what? Frick them. In an apocalypse, I have nowhere to hide, as is the rest of the California. Che, if I was in an apocalypse, I ain't gonna lie, the first thing I'm doing is dying. When we opened the bunker door this morning to let in some fresh radioactive air, we discovered a small suitcase on our doorstep. There was no note on it, and the neighborhood seemed empty. Should we take a look inside? What could it be? Bro, there is no way there's something bad in that suitcase. Receive a gift. What do we get? Food. Okay. Definitely drugs. That would have been good for the thing. California doesn't have basements. They do more harm than good because we get earthquakes and tsunamis. Oh, I see. But my headphones are nice. When I put on all the way volume up, they are so quiet if people are around me. Oh, like the noise cancellation. Okay, so we got a gift from a crying stranger. That's food. Mary Jane's diet could use a little food. Sure about that one. Mary Jane is still tired. Let's give her some time to recover. And Mary Jane is no longer thirsty. She's only hungry, not starving. Dolores' health is not improved and she's no longer thirsty. And she's starving. Bunch. That's not good. Dolores has barely any strength now. She doesn't eat tonight. She won't last till the morning. At least we got spare food. We need a med kit. We need med kit and water. We had... Yeah? Bro, I think they're in the back garden. Just call for them. We had thought phone calls were a thing of the past after the atomic bomb obliterated everything in our little town. However, a phone booth on our street survived the bombing somehow. It seems to be ringing right now. Okay, GG's. Don't go to a phone booth in America. They never work. They don't work in the UK either. Wait, y'all have phone booths in America? I think naturally Dolores should go outside, but should I send... I don't think... Would a phone call benefit us? No, a phone call wouldn't really benefit us. Oh, she's not tired anymore. She's only hungry. And she's only hungry as well. Okay. That's good. We are really low on water. Like, really badly. It's way too dangerous to just randomly run a ringer phone in the middle of a radioactive ghost town, right? And plus, don't phones influence radioactive waves? Big brain. We're not taking any chances. It took a while before the ringing stopped. It was pretty annoying for all of us. Mary Jane is hungry, has rested. We can't sit around while Dolores is so sick. Dolores would really love to eat something. How much? Like, is she starving type of? Nah, she's fine. She'll. Come on. Let's be honest. Dolores. Calm yourself. It's been a while. We don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If we only had a chance to tune in some emergency radio broadcasts. Yes, of course. There's no risk in that at all. I heard a knock. It's Ted. Wait, is Ted back? Sick, hungry, thirsty, starving. Fudge, of course she's starving. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government emergency announcement services. And guess what? Great news. The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be safer to travel on the surface now. Dolores has not eaten for a while. Ill bloom. We should get Mary Jane something to drink. Mary Jane is starving. We better give her some today or else. Okay. Is the other one sick, hungry, thirsty? Thirsty. They're only thirsty, not dehydrated. We're chilling. A stranger pushing a rusty wheelbarrow filled with all kinds of goods stopped by today. He's claimed he's a trader looking to barter these items. Offers 1 water in exchange. 1 water for a flashlight? Kill him? Low-key, that would be the go-to. I low-key need it, but the flashlight seems like it'd be very useful. No, I'm not taking it. Away further instructions from the military. Make contact with the other wastelands. I'm not taking that deal. I could survive. Should have killed him with the axe. There's no option for it. I would if I could. Oh, goodness. Sick, hungry, dehydration. Dehydration. Ugh! I should have traded the water. We refused to trade. Hopefully we made the right decision. Ah, oh, shut up. She keeps fainting. We were needing to find, will not survive without water. Oh, no. Our ammunition is missing. There's no way it was stolen, so it has to be here somewhere. Oh, see? Now we use the flashlight. See? Game should have given you the option because you have the axe, right? My frick. Ted, what happened to the gun? How does this happen if... Oh my god, he came back with water. But we don't have a gun anymore. Find the ammunition was covered by a can. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. How does the gun stop in half, right? Only a handful of buildings in our town survived the blast wave. One of them was the local bus station. It used to be the central hub for bombs. Indeed, I know. And the vagabonds in the area. Vagabond like the manga? But now it just stands there empty. We decided it's worth checking out, hoping someone left a few soup cans behind. 1 soup can and water, right? Yes. 2 water and 1 soup can for a gun? Easy. Did he use it as a melee weapon? Where's the other child? We didn't take him. Our local athletics team was preparing to depart temperature somewhere in the bedrocks. The bus was filled with refreshing water and spare shoes. But you only got 2? None of them were a match for us, so we just took all the water bottles. So much for a rifle that got damaged during the exhibition. We window shopped at nearby parking lots for a vehicle that wasn't completely burnt out. Unfortunately, we found nothing of value. Maybe a future expedition will be more luck. He is hungry, tired, hungry, and starving. Oh, shite. Ah. Arnes, I'm going to go to sleep. I'm tired. Good luck with your own. Thank you so much. Good night, bro. Sleep well, goofy gooba. The state of the wasteland remains unknown to us. Maybe we should risk it and go out. After all, you only live once. I low-key might send Mary Jane out. Yeah, I might send Mary Jane out. Oh, is she? She's only hungry. We could just feed her tomorrow and send her out. Godly father. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just get out and leave? Walk the surface like we used to. Smell the fumes and pollution. Ah, that's the scent of freedom we miss. I want Coke. Okay, see him here. The frickin' hungry, starving. Okay, so we feed Ted and Mary Jane because Mary Jane is on a expedition. Like that. Still, it's better to stay safe down here than up dead. Ted is still tired. Ted wishes for a few drops of water. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, it might be really bad. Okay. We're only feeding Mary Jane because she's going traveling. Let's send her out with the axe. She doesn't seem like a fighter though. Should we send her out with the flashlight? She doesn't seem like a fighter. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Ted. Okay, wait. How are they doing? Dehydrated. Ow. I want my shotgun dot. What? So he's dehydrated and you are hungry and hungry. Okay, y'all don't need food. The military is transmitting again. They said their first step is to locate any remaining survivors. A plane will be doing a sweep over the neighborhood this evening and we're supposed to... They did this on purpose, bro. They did it on purpose. Okay, we're nearly at 30 days. That's my goal. My goal is 30 days. What did they do? Bro, we had to have the flashlight to signal a plane to survive, but we freaking gave the flashlight to Mary Jane. Maybe she'll find out. Dolores, we can't just sit around. Dolores is so sick. Dolores will not survive without water. One of the cupboards in the shelter was a bit shaky, so we pulled it out to give it a new home. In the process, we discovered a secret door. Where does it lead? No idea, but let's find out. Oh my. Mother, stop. Mary Jane is an idiot, though. No, she isn't. She's beautiful. What the frick happened to you? Fatigued, go to sleep. Some things are better left untouched and unknown. Whatever's behind that door will have to stay there. We also stacked some furniture against it, just to be sure nothing and no one comes through them. Ted is hungry, might be tired, needs more time to recover. Dolores would really love to eat some. Dolores is so sick and she's no... Okay, they're only hungry though. They're not... Okay, they're not starving. We were never huge fans of mushrooms, but with a colony of them growing on the walls, we've changed our loyalties. We're all about mushrooms now. Should we eat them? What's the worst thing that can happen? You get high. Signal your position with a flashlight. Make contact with other wastelands. What's the worst thing that can happen about eating a mushroom? Poison? You're right. We learned something. Tomato soup is our best friend and mushrooms aren't. Mother of Nazareth. The mushrooms were poisoned. Oh my god. We learned something today. Ted is still mighty tired. Where is the water when Ted needs it? Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, Ted got sick. We can't sit around. Dolores is so dead. If she doesn't eat tonight. Okay, so they both need to eat. What's up, Mr. Noob? How you doing? We're either going crazy or this entire shelter is crawling with little insects, or worse, it's worse. There's spiders and not some miniature ones, but huge, furry, and very creepy beasts. We've got to do something about them. I ain't got nothing, bro. Yeah, what's up, Maxime? Wait, is Mary Jane back? Oh my god, she's back with her hair down. Wait, she got a scout handbook, a flashlight, some food, and some water? Mary Jane? Oh, wrong button. I'll never doubt her ever again. We decided to get rid of those spiders with our bare hands, feet, whatever parts we could use to lead the spider attacks. Unfortunately, we've underestimated their chances. They're really fast. All we achieved was getting tired. Maybe we'll have more luck next time. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane returning with the shelter. Surface our house was only some of them. Sorry, it was completely. I'm not actually reading. I'm just like saying words. Spiders, not spiders. Y'all like spiders? Chunks of the roof, walls, and tires are rare. Passerby and gas mouth can occasionally be seen from a distance scavenging for supplies. It appears that Mr. Jenkins from down the road was brewing his own moonshine. We discovered a few bottles with labels that suggested a high percentage of alcohol, but the stuff tasted like water, so we assumed he failed. Or did he? Did he? We find one of our neighbors picking up books. He claimed he was looking for one titled How to Serve a Man. Apparently it's a cookbook. That's hardest pause. Asked me in 1 hour. Yes. Found was a scout handbook which he gave to us. It's not the same he claimed for reasons he didn't go into. A scout handbook. That might be good. Ted is sick, tired, and Ted looks like he's got 1 foot in the grave. He needs to get a drink right now. Dehydrated. Okay, so he's the only one that needs... Yeah, so he's the only one that really needs to eat or drink, right? We need another medkit. We're not certain about the situation on the servers. A trip could be risky, but we should really use the supplies. We could send out Dolores. Like, she's been sick this entire time. She's kind of just wasting our she's kind of just wasting our food right now. Oh, Mary Jane's starving. Okay. When we answered the phone, we could clearly hear a gasp of relief from the caller. They introduced themselves as a survivor from a nearby town of Hill Valley. We started exchanging information. When the call was cut short, something must have gone wrong on their side. We hope to get back to us. So Ted is fine. Mary Jane needs... Mary Jane needs food. Wait, does she? Yeah, she does. And Dolores we're gonna give Dolores food and water. So hopefully she recovers when she's gone. We'll give her an axe, because I kinda want her to die. But do I want to get rid of the axe? I don't want to get rid of the gas mask. I'm gonna get rid of the axe. What if I give her nothing? I kind of want her to die. She's just wasting my food and water. She's just sick. Dolores is on her way on the surface. Let's hope she'll make a big safe inside. Ted is fine. Mary Jane needs water. Okay. Our last expedition brought news of a vehicle parked just down the street. It sure looked unique, but we never got close enough to get a good look. We're almost certain it's not a bandit trap. Perhaps we should send someone over to check it out. They're both tired and sick. I don't think that's worth it. I hate this game. This game or another game? We might get 30 days on my first go. That's all I want. They're fine. It might very well be a trap. We're not just about to fail. Yeah, they're both sick. Why did it spawn so soon? This is dumb. What? Spawn what? Remember that time Mary Jane went out to scavenge supplies? When she got back, she had a wound on her forearm. Nothing serious, she claimed, but it looked like something had bitten her. Now that injury is looking for much worse, we fear it may be infected. We have to clean it up. Nah, she'll be fine. I hear knocking. Fatigued and hungry and dehydrated and starving. God damn, he's cooked. Mary Jane will be fine. It's not the first time. And okay. What's happening? Open in the name of freedom came a shout of the outside door. We weren't sure who claimed it to be representing freedom, but we could hear it was a group of people, probably armed. Anyone who introduces themselves like that is probably planning to kill someone in the name of freedom. Should we open it? No. Morse code? Anyone know Morse code? I don't know Morse code. We stayed silent until the group on the other side on the door went away. They didn't show up afterwards, so we figured it was the wise thing to do. Let's just hope they don't come back in a greater numbers. Good luck. Thank you, Mr. Noob. Ted is sick. He's still tired, not hungry or thirsty. Getting something to drink from Mary Jane. Okay, so she's starving, but not dehydrated. So we get her food. The military's transmit again. They said their first step is to locate any remaining survivors. A plane will be doing a sweep over our neighborhood this evening. We're supposed to be open signal with a flashlight. Yes, do that. Is here a pigeon? I heard the plane. Wait, it actually did happen. Everything was going as planned, but then the flashlight stopped working. We were just lucky to get it fixed just in time for the district. Oh, awesome. We pretty sure the pilot saw us. Let's see if they get back to us. Wait, I might have actually done it. Ted is hungry, sick, and needs to recover strength. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink fast. So she's dehydrated and hungry, and he's... Okay, so we need to give her some water. A steezy looking trader carrying an equally scruffy bag on his shoulder paid us a video. He offers us a simple one-time deal. For just one can of soup, we can get a bag and all of its contents. We can't see what's inside, and the trader gives us angry glances every time we take a step towards the mysterious bag. Shall we make a deal? No. Are we dumb? I'll wait for further instructions. I'm not gonna lie. No. If they don't want... If someone wants to trade with you, and they have something good, and they really need the food, they're gonna tell you, yes, I have something super good, please, I really need food. If they don't have something good, and they really need food, they're gonna be like, oh, I have something super good, but you're not allowed to see it. That's just how naturally it works. Don't tell me she got sick. Day 30, we did it! First day. First time. First time. He's thirsty. Nah, they're good, they're chilling. I killed my wife. Our grandparents always told us to never buy anything sight unseen, and we're not about to start now. Gone are the times of yard sales. We can manage without whatever junk is in that mysterious bag. We don't think Dolores is coming back from the surface. It's been too long. Ted is hungry. Yay! Yippee! Ted keeps coughing and coughing. Ted is rested. If Ted hasn't drank anything, he won't last long. Wait, is he dehydrated? No, he's just thirsty. He's chilling. They're chilling, bro. Yeah, let me send out Mary Jane. Alarm, there's a group of people outside and they don't seem too friendly. We recognize some of them. They used to be in our neighborhood watch. They don't sound too concerned with the well-being of our neighborhood anymore, but they are very serious about angrily waving their heavily flashlights. We need to do something before they break in and take everything we have. Lock it. Doy to doy. We didn't think that a small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seems that they gave this whole break-in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad that padlock is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of other ways to fight off the bandits and other soup-hungry barbarians. Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Ted looks like he's got one foot in the grave. He needs to drink right now. Ted looks very weak. If he doesn't eat today, he might end really badly. He's starving and dehydrated. Buzza, buzza, buzza. What is she? She is fatigued and hungry. Let us give her food and water and let her leave with a gas mask. She'll be fine. She'll come back with some good stuff, right? Right. 1 second, let me check a message I got. What are the chances she dies though? Like high or low? Yeah, not right. High. Really? You think? Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Ted hasn't recovered from his illness and he's no longer thirsty or hungry. Let's go. Wait, he is hungry. Fudge. But he's not dying, is he? Nah, we low-key need a medkit. If she comes back with a medkit, we beat the game. Some door-to-door salesman found his way to our shelter. We remember him from before the apocalypse. He came over with a bunch of leaflets and tried to convince us to join something called Astro Citizen, but we refused. Now he just wants supplies and says he'll reveal some state secrets to us in return. Woman, man, what could you reveal to us, bro? Hell no. Bless you. Okay, I'm chilling. As a rule, we don't trust door-to-door salesmen, especially ones who attempt treason. We told him to go back to whatever he dropped to Earth from. He got angry and stormed off, mumbling something about how our souls are going to be devoured by alien Lord Yuntar. He seemed very confused. Ted is hungry. Something should be done about his sickness. Bro, what can I do? There's no med kit. There's like a couple bandages in there. Like, go drink whatever's in that. I know on our doorstep took us all by surprise. When I be in like an hour. Or maybe after this round, we find a request to bring some supplies to a set location signed friends. Friends. What kind of friends? We don't know what these people are, but here's our chance to find out. They're promising to make it worthwhile should we help them. How much food do we have? 3.75 for one person. Unless Mary Jane comes back. Yeah, sure. Did I make friends? The authors of the note turned out to be twin siblings, a brother and a sister. They greeted us happily and took us to a small tent where they started handing out the supplies we brought to a small group of hungry survivors. Between them, there were people of all ages, including children, the elderly, and even a mime. What the frick? Why a mime? The siblings shook. Why would you stick to being a mime during an apocalypse? The siblings shook our hands and proclaimed that it's the beginning of a new friendship. They promised to contact us again soon. Oh my god, I'm so good. I'm so good at this. Thirsty, hungry, but you're not about to die. Where'd that green puddle come from? Oh dear, a pipe is leaking green goo. That's not good. That's not good at all. We need to act now. No one packed them up. What do we do? Use the book. We seem to be chilling. Hey, problem solved. No leak, no mess. Back to our tidy little shelter. Ted looks like he's got 1 foot. He needs a drink. Ted looks... oh, wait. Does he need to eat and drink? Yeah, fudge. Did the daughter die? Hopefully not. Oh! Today we were visited by a strange looking little man who introduced himself as a trader. He insisted his prices are so low that it's practically like cutting his throat. The least we could do was take a look at his offer, although for some reason we don't really trust him. Poison for a harmonica or a map for a chessboard or checkers board. I ain't gonna lie. What's more useful? Poison or map? I think a map is more useful. Map, right? We got a map, baby. The bomb. The weird man tried to make us buy fried cockroaches and a steak. Kind of fire. Covered in some mysterious sauce. These snacks was it white? These snacks look pretty disgusting, so we turned them down, but we bought something else from him. He looked a bit disappointed. Ted is still sick, he's not thirsty, and he's hungry, okay? When we heard a knock on the door this morning, we held our breath in fear, but we soon heard children's voices coming from outside. We decided to open it. It turned out to be the voices belonging to a pair of Girl Scouts. They used to sell cookies, but they have breached out, and now they sell other items too. Smart girls. Poison for an axe or a lock for a Boy Scout book. Yeah, the Boy Scout book one seems reasonable. Right. Okay, we're chilling. Wait, we're like nearly out of water and food. Oh no. Ted is hungry. He keeps coughing. The girls were very kind and the prices were more than fair. So we gladly accepted the offer. How very clever of them to keep business alive after the apocalypse. Okay, wait, is he dehydrated or starving? Derek goes again. Noises, weird noises all the time. And they're coming from the pipes, walls. Is there something behind the door? We don't know. It's driving us insane. We should sit down and relax. Otherwise, we might get paranoid. Mother breaker. Oh! Is Mary Jane back? Oh, she broke the gas mask. She better have come back with something. She came back with 1 water. Are we being for real? Boredom can really get you out of the shelter. It can lead to you dark places. Trust us. Nothing made us happier than the sight of Mary Jane return to the shelter from the surface. The proud Ellison Hotel was completely destroyed. Every room was stocked. So you said every room was stocked with water bottles, but you got 1? Are we being for real? Thirsty, hungry, and hungry and thirsty. Yeah, but they're not dead. They're chilling. It seems like awfully quiet. Maybe it's safe. Maybe it's not. No, I cannot risk them. We had the most curious visitors today. One of them was making the sound of a galloping horse using a pair of rocks, hitting them against each other, while his companion was pretending to ride said horse. They claimed to be on a... It wasn't worth it. I think it was, to seek some magical cup. Only they lost their way in the wasteland. They asked permission to have a quick look at our map to determine their whereabouts. Hell no. They're what can we benefit from them? Day 39 and we're chilling. He doesn't look very happy. Starving and dehydration. Okay, so each one of them needs food. We couldn't contain our laughter or the guests took offense. They ran off shouting that their ancestors were Odins and smelled like forest fruits. Oh, their ancestors. Okay. So she is starving and he is dehydrated. So we give... No, mother... You and that. Is there an event on the ISP? Maybe. Yeah, there is. No, I don't think he's able to survive. He's too sick and fatigued. I'm not risking him. Soldier sent out another radio message requesting all survivors in the area remain patient and wait further instructions. Sounds like the extraction isn't coming as soon as we hope. Additionally, the officer from the broadcast requested that survivors who were able to bring some gas canisters to the nearest bus stop should do it as soon as possible. It might take a while, so the only scene idea is to wear a gas mask. I do not have that. 40 days. We're doing good. For my first ever time, we survived 40 days. We felt it was too risky to help the army without using the gas mask. It seems our rescue will be a bit overdue. Ted hasn't recovered from his illness yet. Ted is no longer thirsty. Ted looks very weak. It doesn't know. Starvation and dehydration. So now the roles have swapped. No. Oh, wait. A woman came by with a creature she claims is a camel, provided that camels have 5 legs. My ginger beer isn't refreshing. Your ginger beer? What the frick is that? The animal is carrying a pack of goods for trades. 4 water, 4 radio. That's not worth it. Because the radio can help us. It can help us knowing what's going on outside. The ammunition, on the other hand. No, not worth it. I'm not taking that deal. I'm not taking that deal, guys. He's fatigued, sick, and hungry. You threw? I don't think I did. Fatigued, tired, and hungry. Fatigued, sick, and hungry, and fatigued, tired, and hungry. In the end, we decided her offers were not for us. Maybe another time if she ever comes back. I don't think I threw, guys, because the radio can help me know what's going on in the outside world. Something should be done about Ted's sickness. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Mary Jane's sleepy all the time. She has no energy for anything. But they're not like dying, so I don't have to feed them. Like ginger soda. I don't think I've ever had that. We might be safe inside these worlds, but there's another problems to consider. None of us can sleep properly. We have to deal with this as soon as possible. Yeah, we low-key do need a med kit. Why was Ted still fat? Good question. What on earth? Is that Mick Foley? Fatigued, sick, hungry, thirsty, tired, and crazy. Fatigued, tired, and hungry. He's gone crazy, bro. Bravely ignored our symptoms. We tried to get out of at least an hour or 2 of sleep. No luck. We're even more tired than we were. There are other... Oh, I think I lost. Mr. Sacco, buddy gonna die. Ted's stomach is rumbling, sick, thirsty, tired, crazy. Mary Jane Di could use little food. They'll survive. I think it's over. We had a chance to meet the strangest person today. He looked just like a human, except with triple the amount of hands necessary. So 6? We listened to a story about a group of folks just like him who are having a hard time scavenging supplies because of their appearance. People shoot first and then ask questions later. He offered us a deal. If we share some of our supplies with them, they help us on our next expedition to make sure we're safe. I can't afford that. I think it's over. I think I messed up. Hopefully we could get to day 50. No matter how many spare hands these people have and how friendly they are, we simply cannot spare supplies. We need to take care of our own man. The man was then disappointed, but he understood. Something has to be done about Ted's sickness. Ted mental health worries us all, but we don't know how to help him. Ted is still hungry and he might recover strength. Okay, wait. Dehydration. So feed him water and feed her food. Water and food. None of them can go out. triple the amount of hands necessary, so 9. No, but triple the amount of hands necessary is triple 2, which is 6. The twins are back and they need our help again. Their group is getting pretty big and it's time to start building a small camp of their own. They already chose a place and word about to start, but a lot of their people got injured in the recent radio attack. They're asking for meds they can nurse. I don't have meds, bro. Look at me. Thoughts on Jerkman rank going on? Personally, the meta will change. The meta will change. Frick, the twins kill them? What twins? Oh, no, not those twins. We're sorry to do so, but we had to refuse. We need meds for ourselves. I don't have the meds. You never know when one of us... They were disappointed, but they understood. At least we think they did. Ted's mental health. Ted's still tired. Ted isn't thirsty. Ted looks very weak today. If he doesn't eat today, it might end badly. Either way, Ted medicine. We see him in another kind of soup. Mary Jane is tired. She becomes cranky. Mary Jane keeps fainting. We really need to find her something to drink. Fudge, bro. We cooked. We're cooked. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have any of the items. Ah! I'd cook. I'm cooked. I'm so cooked. That salesman was very friendly, but he didn't have anything that was interest to us. Either we get Ted medicine or we never see him again. Eat another can of soup. We sure? Like, is he venom? Bro, stop. Tell Mary Jane to bring Spider-Man, right? So if I don't give him water, he's gonna die. Are we sure? Oh no, he's fine. The frick even is grow a garden. Like you grow a garden. We were able to tune in to get rid of just enough static to listen in. Very energetic and lively speaker. He seemed well informed and mentioned a few helpful tips that should make it easier for us to survive the next episode. Ted's stomach is rumbling. Either way, I get Ted medicine. Ted's mental health worries. Ted is still tired. Either where's the water when Ted needs emerging? Oh, goodness gracious. He's not dehydrated or starving, so I'm not going to give him anything. What about her? She's neither. We're not certain about the certain. No. We were admiring the radioactive landscape when we saw a young woman dressed in ragged camel clothing. She had a nasty looking rifle, but she hailed us in a polite enough manner. She claims to be a hunter tracking down a big mutated spider. She ran out of ammo and told us if we were to help her out, she would pay us back. Yes, I have nothing else to do with the ammo. That's a risk I'm willing to take. She could have heard us, but she didn't. That counts for something. So we retorted with our spare armor. Let's see if she keeps her word. Wait, this might have saved us. Okay, so he's dehydrated. So we're gonna. Okay, so give him water. We decided to peek outside for just a minute to see if the store around the corner was still standing. When we were about to step out, we heard a growl in the darkness with a pair of ferocious eyes appeared a few feet away. We only had moments to decide what to do. Look at it, I guess. I mean, what else? Your little sister's been playing for 8 hours. God damn. Wait, he looks better, no? Fatigue, crazy, diseased, and hungry. He looks a bit better. Oh, she's starving. Oh, we're cooked. We decided to check out where it's coming from us. A flashlight, guess what? It was a dog. The poor thing seemed tired, so we let it stay with us for a night. And the next morning, we opened the door to let it out, and it still hasn't returned. Hopefully, it'll come back later. Could it get us something? Okay, so we need to feed her. Every new smile attacks our noses in this little shelter instantly. There isn't much we can miss. So when a single brick fell out from the wall, revealing a tight opening, our senses were immediately invaded by a terrible stench. We should probably check that hole out and see what the source of that smell is. Yeah, of course. Why not? 8 hours is crazy. We're nearly like day 50. Statistically, this is average. I didn't ignore you, I read you. We approached the hole cautiously and peeked inside. What happened next? We nearly gave us a heart attack. Some crazy road. The radio broke. Hey, Yashi, how you doing? You know what? Frick this. Mary Jane, I'm sending you out. Frick Mary Jane. Today during breakfast, we were startled when our map slid off the wall. We checked the nails holding it, but they were firmly in place. It could be a poltergeist. Maybe we need to perform an exorcism to get rid of it anyway. The wall behind the map was discovered as some sort of safe. We're curious about what the treasure inside. Should we open it? Yes. Of course you should. It could only be good. The end. Oh, I died. Mother of Nazareth, why? What happened? We're not sure how or why the map just decided to slide off the wall, but we're lucky that it happened inside that dusty safe. We find some supplies. Meridian's died. Ted has been sick for far too long and he was too weak to keep going. He passed away in his sleep. I'm gonna lie. For my first time ever playing it, making it to day 50, I don't think I did horrible.